Happy Monday, first grade friends. Mrs. Gummo here. It is great to be with you again, learning more about nonfiction topics together. Since the beginning of this month, this unit, each of you has really shown just how careful you are as nonfiction readers. You've learned to use the different kinds of text structures in nonfiction books to make a plan for how to read your books. You've learned to break up all those different types of nonfiction features, to how to break them up into manageable sections, and to put all the separate pieces of information together to think about the main topics or ideas the authors of the nonfiction books are teaching you. You've learned how to read cover to cover, making a picture in your mind. And you've really worked hard to teach others about all the learning that you're doing. Typically, during this unit in the classroom, we would be forming book clubs at this point. And you and classmates would be investigating the same topic or learning about the same topic. So we can't really do that because of the way we're learning now. But what you can do, and what I want you to continue to do, is do all of that. But plus, I want you to work really hard to grow your ideas. As you're reading, you're not only learning information, but you're having that information lead you to new ideas. So today, I want to teach you that expert nonfiction readers do more than just learn information from their books. They also come up with their own ideas about what they're learning. Readers sometimes push themselves to have an idea by thinking, the idea I'm having is, or I think. Readers come up with a great idea, jot it on a Post-it note, and then read on, looking for parts of the book that fit with their idea. So, I'm going to show you how to do some of that thinking today. I wrote on my sticky note just those things I said, and it's in the learning plans also. This idea I'm having is, and I think, just to remind myself, this is the way I want to frame my thinking as I'm reading through the nonfiction text. Now, last week, we dove into some books together, or in the past few weeks, I should say. One familiar book is this book, Sharks. And so I was thinking this week what I'll do is focus on this topic, but just because I'm doing this with you doesn't mean you have to continue researching sharks. You can pick any topic you'd like to learn about. Just like I said in the learning plans last Thursday, it's up to you what you want to learn about, and I'm just giving you some tools about to show you how you can do that. Okay, so this book, Sharks, was by Anne Schreiber, and I still have a lot of the sticky notes I wrote in it from last week in doing that thinking. Today, I'm going to try something different, so I'm hoping that you can see it on your end okay. If not, you can always access this book on Storia. I blogged into my Storia account and typed in to the search Sharks. And I decided to pick this book called Extreme Sharks because it was similar in text complexity to the book by Anne Schreiber, but it does have some different information. So I'm going to have to put it down while I turn the pages and read, and then I'll show you up close, okay? So again, when you're studying a topic, you can go right on to your Storia school account and type in a subject to your search engine. The thing I really like about this also, and I'll show you, is that you can actually type in sticky notes here on the computer. So just like we would on a sticky note, write a thought down, you can jot it down here on this virtual sticky note. And I know you already probably know about the Read to Me feature here too. So in order to make your sticky note though, click or tap on the page. Oh yeah, to add a note. It does have to be out of full screen. So here, I could say something like, I think this shark doesn't have teeth. I wonder why. And then I can save it. And then when I'm going back through the text to teach somebody about it, even though it's on a computer, I have that little sticky note right there and I just click on it, okay? So I thought that was pretty cool. I wanted to show you that. I'm gonna go full screen though as I read through. Extreme sharks. Shark world, extreme sharks. There's another type of shark. It's really making me think about how many different kind of sharks there actually are. And that's just the publishing page, so you don't have to read all those words when you do it. There are more than 350 kinds of sharks. Some sharks are huge, others are tiny, and some look quite strange. Are you ready to learn about the most extreme sharks? I sure am. Ooh, that makes me think about your writing, and that's an introduction to this nonfiction text, just like you're doing in your writing unit right now. Sharks are fish. Like other fish, sharks have gills. Gills let fish breathe underwater. Also, like other fish, sharks have fins that help them swim. But sharks are also different from other fish. Some fish can clap their fins. This lets them stop or swim backward. Sharks can't move their fins in this way. Are you doing any thinking as we're reading this, first graders? I'm thinking, I didn't know that. I didn't know that sharks couldn't swim backwards or stop like other fish can. The idea I'm having is, if they can't do that, how do they move in the water so fast? If I wanted to jot that thinking down on a sticky note, I can just come up to the top of the computer and take it out of full screen, make my sticky note, click on my sticky note, put it right there. I wonder how sharks can swim so fast if they can't stop themselves with their fins. Now I'm going to save it. I love that feature. There is another difference between sharks and other fish. Sharks have rough skin. Other fish have smooth scales. Shark's skin is made of scales that are hard like teeth. The shape of the scales help shark move through the water. Ooh, I love this close-up on the skin that they have here. Shark skin is rough like sandpaper. Fish scales are smooth and slippery. The idea I'm having about this is that I'm wondering if the author is going to focus throughout this book on comparing sharks to fish. So the idea I'm having, I'm going to write this down, is that the author is comparing sharks to fish. This page talks about the skin. I'm going to save it right there. And I'm going to press pause here, readers, because we're just about 9 minutes into our lesson, and I want to give you time to go off and learn more about a topic today. So again, readers, hi. This week, what I'm going to ask you to do is really think about the ideas that the author is teaching you in the nonfiction books you're reading. In order to do that thinking and add on to what you're learning, you can use that language. The idea I'm having is, or I think, jot it down on a sticky note, make a sticky note on Storia, just type it right in. And after you're done, go and share that thinking with somebody at home. I'm really going to challenge you, readers, not to just think like, wow, that's awesome, or wow, I didn't know that. I really want you to add your own thinking onto what the author has already written in the text. This will help you become an expert on the topics you're reading, but even more so experts on reading nonfiction texts. Happy reading. I'll see you tomorrow, readers.